Hi everyone, it's Matthew with the ClickFunnels education team. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can manually connect a custom domain to your ClickFunnels 2.0 account. This will allow you to use your custom branded domain with your site and funnels in your ClickFunnels account. In order to get started with this video, you're going to first need either an existing domain or purchase a domain from an external provider. We'll walk through the steps on how to connect that external domain to your ClickFunnels account now. Right, so from within your ClickFunnels account, first you'll need to go to Site and Funnels from the left menu. And near the bottom, you're going to click on the Domains submenu. If you have any existing domains added to your ClickFunnels account already, you will see them here, as well as their status and the date they were added. In this case, we're going to connect a new existing domain by clicking the Connect Existing Domain button in the top right corner. All right, and we're going to enter in the domain that we want to use with our site, including the subdomain. And the most common subdomain used in this case is www. Once you've entered in your domain, including the subdomain, click the Continue button. You'll get a little box below showing you which domain registrar that domain is registered with, as well as when it was registered. Go ahead and just click on the Add Domain button. Now from here, the Start Domain Setup option is to use the automatic third-party tool to integrate the domain automatically, adding the records for you. However, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do this manually. Just above the button, there's the text that says you can also set up your domain manually by clicking here. So click on the text that says clicking here. All right, as soon as you do that, you're going to see that a DNS record section appears just below. And the first thing you're going to want to do is click the Show DNS Table button. Here you'll see that you'll receive a TXT record which needs to be added to the root of your domain in order to verify your domain. So go ahead and add this record to your domain now. All right, for this example, I am using a domain which I've purchased through Google Domains. And in this case, you don't need to enter in the @ symbol for Google Domains. You're just going to leave this blank. You'll select the TXT record type, and you will paste in the data that was provided from ClickFunnels into the data field. Click Save, and the record should appear on your domain now. All right, and back in your ClickFunnels account, you can click on the Refresh button here to check if that record is showing up. All right, after you click the Refresh button under the DNS record table, you should see that you now have the connecting status for this domain, and it is waiting for additional verification. And from here, you can just click on the Validate Ownership button. All right, and that should change the domain status to securing. This will continue in the background, adding SSL to your domain. However, there are additional records that you must add to your domain in order for this to be configured properly. So in the DNS records table below, click the Show DNS Table button again. This time you'll see 3 DNS records. The first one on the root of your domain will be the TXT record, which you just added for domain verification. Next, you'll see another TXT record, which will be a generated host name for a domain key, as well as some data that you'll enter into your domain record. And you'll also see the CNAME record for the subdomain that you chose, and the target that you should enter in as the data field. So let's go ahead and add those to your custom domain. All right, back in your domain, you're going to add a new record. And for the host name, you'll need to enter in the host name that ClickFunnels provided you. In this case, I'm going to paste it in here. You want to make sure that there are no additional spaces at the beginning or end of the record. Change the record type to the one specified. In this case, this one is a TXT record. And then paste in the data for that record. All right, and while we're here, we are going to add the final record as well for the subdomain. In this case, we used the www subdomain. So we're going to enter that here as the host name. The record type for this record is CNAME. And then we'll paste in the value that was given to us by ClickFunnels. Once you have these records created, go ahead and click Save. Make sure these records are saved in your domain's DNS records. All right, now back inside of your ClickFunnels 2.0 account, make sure you've expanded the DNS records table here, and then click on the refresh button. After the records have propagated and you've come back into your domain settings and you've selected the refresh button from the DNS record table, you should see some green check marks next to each of the records to verify that these have fully propagated and the domain is verified. Once that's done, you may see that it is still securing in your account, which means that the platform is still adding the SSL certificate for your domain. This process can take up to 48 hours itself, so please allow that amount of time to pass and then check on the status of the domain again. While the domain is securing, you can continue working in other areas in your ClickFunnels account by clicking on the back arrow or clicking on any of the other menus on the left here. Once the domain is finished securing and connecting, you'll see it change to the connected status like you see on this domain here. And when you click on the domain, it'll show a green smiley face and show a notification saying that everything looks good and healthy. And once you get the status here, that means that the domain is ready and can be used with your site and funnels. And that's all you need to do in order to add a custom domain to your ClickFunnels 2.0 account manually. If you run into any issues or have additional questions about this process, please feel free to contact our support team. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.